No one expected Marc Marquez to suddenly appear at MotorLand Aragon, even though there was no official race scheduled. His unexpected arrival immediately sparked major speculation after rumours emerged that Ducati was secretly testing a mysterious upgrade package that could completely reshape the MotoGP title fight this season. Is this really Ducati's secret mission to prepare a new weapon for Marquez? Or is there an even bigger plan being kept hidden from the public? Let's discuss. While most MotoGP riders are still enjoying the summer break, Marc Marquez has already returned to full training, putting on his racing gear and spending hours back on the bike. His decision is far from random. Marquez understands that the second half of the season is usually the most decisive stage in the battle for the World Championship. With the championship standings still incredibly close, a single victory, or even one small mistake, could dramatically change the direction of the title race. That's exactly why Marquez chose to sacrifice part of his vacation to make sure he returns in peak condition when racing resumes. The 2026 season certainly didn't begin easily for Marc Marquez. A lingering injury to his right arm affected his performance during the opening rounds. The condition eventually required surgery to address the physical limitations that had been preventing him from controlling the bike at its full potential under extreme racing conditions. As a result, Marquez's early season performances fell well below expectations. However, as the season progressed, his recovery began showing encouraging signs. Heading into the summer break, his form improved significantly. He once again became a regular contender at the front of the field, collected valuable championship points, and closed the gap to his rivals in the standings. That steady progress has strengthened his belief that he can once again fight for the MotoGP world title. Marquez's appearance at MotorLand Aragon also fueled another wave of speculation. Several analysts believe Ducati wasn't simply conducting a routine practice session. Many suspect the Borgo Panigale manufacturer is taking advantage of the summer break to evaluate valuable data while preparing further developments for the bike ahead of the upcoming races. Although there is still no concrete evidence that Ducati brought a new aerodynamic package or fresh components to the test, the speculation continues because Ducati has a well-known history of using private testing sessions to gather crucial data before entering the most critical phase of the championship. If a new development package is indeed in the works, Ducati could become even stronger during the second half of the season. One of the most remarkable things about Marc Marquez is that his competitive fire never seems to fade. After spending so many years in MotoGP, winning dozens of races and claiming 9 world championships, his hunger to keep improving remains as strong as ever. Many riders can be fast when everything goes according to plan, but very few can maintain that same level of motivation after achieving so much success. Marquez has shown exactly the opposite. The greater the challenge, the harder he works. That's precisely what he has demonstrated once again during this summer break. Marquez's improving physical condition is naturally excellent news for the Ducati Lenovo team. The team believes his recovery is progressing exactly as planned. The strength in his arm and shoulder continues to improve through a carefully structured physical training program. With his physical condition steadily improving, his extraordinary experience, and the Desmercedes remaining one of the most competitive bikes on the grid, Ducati once again has one of the strongest contenders for this season's MotoGP World Championship. Their rivals certainly cannot afford to underestimate that threat. Besides the news surrounding his training session at Aragon, another fascinating story has emerged from inside the Ducati garage. Before the season began, many people predicted that Marc Marquez's arrival at the Ducati Lenovo team would trigger a major conflict with Francesco Bagnaia. On paper, that prediction certainly seemed reasonable. Bagnaia has been a Ducati icon for years. He delivered race victories, world championships, and became the centerpiece of Ducati's development project. On the other hand, Marc Marquez arrived as a MotoGP legend determined to rebuild his career after enduring difficult years with Honda. 2 multiple world champions, 1 garage. Normally, that kind of situation would be expected to create intense internal rivalry. But the reality has been very different. Marc Marquez revealed that from the very first day he joined Ducati, Francesco Bagnaia showed an incredibly professional attitude. Instead of keeping his distance, Bagnaia helped Marquez adapt to his new environment. From understanding the team's working methods and the characteristics of the Ducati bike to building communication with the engineers, everything became easier thanks to the support of his teammate. For Marquez, not every rider would be willing to help someone who would eventually become their biggest rival on the track. Yet Bagnaia did so without hesitation. According to Marquez, that reflects the mindset of a true champion, someone who always puts the team's success above personal interests. Marquez also praised the working culture that Ducati has built. In his view, one of the main reasons Ducati has dominated MotoGP over the past several seasons is not simply because it has the fastest motorcycle. More importantly, it is the unity and teamwork shared by everyone within the organisation. Everyone is working toward the same goal. The riders, mechanics, and engineers operate as one team, constantly striving to improve the bike. It is this kind of collaborative culture that has allowed Ducati to remain competitive at the highest level of MotoGP. Their strong relationship is not only visible inside the garage. On several occasions, Marquez and Bagnaia have been seen chatting casually off the track, joking with each other, and even publicly praising one another. As Bagnaia's time with Ducati draws to a close, Marquez offered a heartfelt tribute. He described Bagnaia as not only a rival, but also an exceptional teammate who played a major role in helping him grow since joining Ducati. According to Marquez, fans usually only see who wins and who loses every race weekend. Behind the scenes, however, there is tremendous teamwork among the riders to help the team continue improving. In Marquez's opinion, Bagnaia's contribution to Ducati goes far beyond the number of race wins or world titles he has earned. With his physical condition continuing to improve, his motivation still at an all-time high, and his preparation starting earlier than most of his rivals, Marc Marquez appears ready to enter the second half of the 2026 MotoGP season with enormous ambition. His unexpected appearance at Aragon sparked speculation that Ducati might be testing a secret upgrade package, although there is still no official confirmation or concrete evidence to support those rumours. What is certain is that Marc Marquez's decision to sacrifice part of his vacation to return to training demonstrates something that has never changed throughout his career. He is always willing to do whatever it takes to ensure he is in peak condition when the starting lights go out. For Marquez, there is no room for complacency because every practice session is an important investment in maintaining performance, building confidence, and preserving his competitive edge on the track. If this positive momentum continues into the next round, the battle for the 2026 MotoGP World Championship is certain to become even more intense. What do you think? Is Ducati really testing a secret package for Marc Marquez? And will Marquez's private training session at Aragon make him even harder to beat? Share your thoughts in the comments below.